Good afternoon again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We'll get to the JRC in a moment. First, brief disclaimer. If you're unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, all pertinent links will be found right there in the description box for you. So should you like to do a deep dive on either subject, you'll definitely be able to go ahead and do so. Trigger warnings, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. I do use profanity. And when we talk about places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got a young child present that is 16 and younger and they're watching this, parental supervision is very obviously advised. Alright, our first comment is a sweet and short one. It just says this stuff is bad and harmful. Understatement of the century, but again with the JRC, what is the stuff? Yes, I know, they're like, but we're already being told to make public comment on it, but the details matter to these folks. Alright, this one says, please ban this archaic and barbaric practice. Speak on it, Kimberly, speak on it. Alright, now, usually I've been doing 3, but this might be another short one. If it is, we'll go ahead and see if we can't pack in another one. Alright, now, this one's a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and read it. It says, it is unbelievable I have to type such a thing towards the federal government in the 21st century, but torture devices should be banned. Fucking right! Right! How is this real life? How is this where we are in 2025 that we have to explain while torturing people into compliance is bad? And never lasts. Like, what year is it? Like, I know our government's trying to drag us into the dark ages here. Like, I'm fully well informed and know what's going on there. But why do we have to argue in regards to what is obviously a torture device? I mean, look at the Andre McCollins video. If nothing else convinces you of that, that video should really make it clear to you. There should be no argument. There shouldn't be a debate. You shouldn't be able to use, but they're disabled, so that makes it okay, right? And have people going, well, I mean, if they get out of control, no. If your neurotypical teenager gets out of control, are you going to then justify and say it's okay to put them on one of these devices? If the answer is no, you have your damn answer. My label should not be your excuse to torture me with impunity and get away with it. My diagnosis and my label should not let places like the JRC, who has the blood of 6 dead kids on their hands. You don't believe me? Go to the description box, pull up Autistic Koya's massive archive. We have multiple receipts on this subject. I mean, let me continue. They have never been shown to be effective, either in the long term or the short term. I will argue short term, and I need you to hear me out on this. It has about the same effect as a punch to the face. The shock due to sudden pain that you didn't see coming will have you stop in your tracks, whatever it is the hell you're doing. But that doesn't make it justifiable. If your teenage kid gets out of control, are you going to hit them over the head with a baseball bat and say it was for them to modify their behavior? No. Your ass will be rightfully dragged off to jail. But we're allowed to electrocute just below the lethal limit multiple times a day people with disabilities. Now, why is that? If they are both having behavior that neurotypicals frown upon, why is one being treated differently and being shown more courtesy and benefit of the doubt than we are? because that label speaks volumes to neurotypicals. And we have a lot of years and probably decades yet to come of battling the inherent and embedded systemic ableism that is riddled not just throughout the entirety of the medical model, but take a look around you right now. And this absolute clown show about Trump's announcement about autism, bro. I'm gonna have to go after it directly. I was trying to avoid that if I could, but you know what? I am not a coward. And if he's going to do something stupid and he comes for me and mine, then fuck it. I will take on that debate. I will do whatever I have to protect my own. I'll take that fight. Consequences be damned. But anyways, you get where I'm going here. It's just insane. They do not have medical value. They are not an ethical security solution, nor is such a solution required in the context mentioned. I am not a medical professional, but I do have common sense and understanding of basic morality, and I do not see any situation or application in which electrical torture devices should be deployed on human beings in a medical setting. Nor do I, bro. Nor do I. Even though I might make jokes about the Rex every so often, about just letting it, pull things back into place, it has no place in a medical setting. At all. At all. Any possible argument in favor of these devices can be rebutted with a less ghoulish and barbaric solution. Cattle prods are for Nazis. Boom! Put it on a t-shirt. That, and I saw a meme today that says I'm too autistic for that shit, and isn't that just my whole personality? Anyways, sorry. Let's just inflict some pain is the last resort of the puerile, simple-minded beast that finds himself in a position of power over other people and cannot think of any other way of addressing a situation. Thank you! Nor do they seem to hire anyone who has a singular clue what the hell they're doing. They give them a week training before they give them one-on-one interaction. But they have another staff member with them. They've been in training for a week, Karen. That is not sufficient time for them to be out there with the students. They have not been properly trained. Okay? If these kids are quote-unquote absolutely the most severe evers, why the hell are you putting someone with a week of training out on the floor, whether they have a more seasoned staff with them or not? Are you smoking crack? I mean, I know for a fact, if there were a new underling and they were asking my mom to help, but they've never had any patient professional one-on-one time before, she's not going to allow their ass to be put out on the floor. She's going to have words with her boss. Because even in just a regular, normal medical setting, even the med assistants have to have at least 6 months of solid training. 6 months. It's at least 3 to 4 weeks before they are out to be on the floor interacting with patients. So, yeah. All it does is teach people that words talk but pain walks. We're better than this. We must be better than this. Unfortunately, I am a cynic and a nihilist. An optimistic nihilist, I'm aware of the fact that I'm a walking oxymoron. But, whatever. Must be a day that ends in Y. It's because you can't solve a problem without acknowledging what the real reality of the problem is. That's why you need nihilists. You need someone who can explicitly tell you why something is broken if you ever hope to even attempt to try and fix it. And it is actually, in its own way, a positive thing for people to shake you out of your complacency and show you the world as it really is, not what you want it to be. There's even a kind of an odd, morbid courage there. Don't think nihilists get that fair of a shake, personally. But they're always so negative. The world is negative. Anyone who tells you any different is selling something. You want to hope to change it, you have to learn to acknowledge the problem. But the nihilists don't. That's not their job. Their job is to show you reality. It is your job to take it from there. Most nihilists were in your position at some point in their lives. In some ways, they're actually your elders. Just putting it out there. But let us go back here. I believe we got about one more comment, and that actually turned out to work just perfect for us, didn't it? Oh, that actually was our last comment. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close out for this video, folks. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the comments, and make sure you're still set up for notifications. We do have another episode on Saturday of Down the Rabbit Hole, and on Sunday another episode of the Snake Oil Salesman series. I don't want you missing anything. I do appreciate your time, and as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea do absolutely hope you have a good one. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone.